Alright, sweet. Wait, where do I even start this at? Let's see. Stone. Okay, Old Charlian. That's where we're headed after this. Old Charlian is where we shall start. I would assume... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, yeah. So we've got to do the new Crystal from Beyond, and then we can get into the rest of it. Yo, what's up, Yusuf? How you doing, dude? Change out your gear later. Alright, cool. Now, we off to Old Charlian. Not much work. Thankfully, I don't have too much work because in my field, everybody just goes on vacation around holidays, right? So, yeah. I don't ever really have to worry about it too much. Like, after, like, around Thanksgiving time, like, after Thanksgiving, there's not a whole lot of work to do. Okay, let's see. So, I'm looking for some dude named Nemajiji. That's gonna be... Let me change to my warrior. Crystal from the Beyond. Over here. Let's go. Yeah, best time to chill. Actually, so the servers came up like an hour early. Like, they weren't supposed to come up till 5. But I was like laying around and I'm like, yo, hey, I can't sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do some stuff. Yeah, I did get it, Yusuf. I gotta do the unboxing video of it. It appears my calculations were correct. I knew that at this very spot I would encounter none other than Shotgun Shogun, the hero who saw us through the final days. So certain was I of my math that I stood here for, well, let's not concern ourselves with that. I am Nemjiji. Nemjiji. That's a name and a half. Assistant to one Professor Quadian. We work with the Attiloscope to observe the ethereal sea and delve into its myriad mysteries. Some mysteries, though, are beyond even our capabilities to unravel. That's where you come in. Strange crystal we, but recently discovered, for instance. Okay. You've been to the center of the star and beyond it. I mean, we've been to literally the edge of the universe. Like, we've been to the edge of creation. Yeah, of course we know what's up. I beg you lend us your well-traveled eye. Yep, I got you. I got you, dude. My well-traveled eye. Little cutie dress there. I've been having like a real hard time like sleeping normal lately. I don't know what's up. Dun, dun. Is this voiced? No. Greetings, Shogun, and welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm sure Nems, I'm just going to call him Nems from now instead of Nemgigi, has already told you plenty about us, but allow me to introduce myself personally. I am Claudian, leader of this little research collective. I must admit, I've been nervous about this meeting ever since Nems set out to find you. For a researcher in my field, there's no greater an honor than to meet the first man in history to traverse the ethereal sea and return to tell about the tale. Wouldn't Yustola be the first person? Because Yustola was in the ethereal sea. Like, long before I did anything with it. The professor speaks often and at length of your deeds, but he has no small number of achievements to his own name. He has peered deeper into the sea than any others in Charlian, and the breadth of his knowledge is peerless. Stare into the ethereal sea, and sometimes the ethereal sea stare back at you. But peerless, perhaps, but for a single man, we must seize this precious opportunity to learn what we can from him, and perhaps crack this conundrum that has stumped the three of us for moons. Alright. It was we who peered into the fathomless sea from the Antitower in the Dravinian Hitherlands. There we spoke with Heidelin and learned of the fate that would befall our star the final days. Cool. Was it a good talk? Hopefully. Soon thereafter, all research was moved to Labyrinthos, and though the oscilloscope through the oscilloscope did we continue our vigil. As impressive a work as this device is, however, you can glimpse but a fraction of the sea. Which brings us to the matter at hand. Not long after the Exodus was declared, we recovered an unusual crystal shard, during a routine observation. It appeared before us suddenly, as if propelled to the surface by some unknown force. Of course. We found it possessed an ethereal density that exceeds that of normal crystals by orders of magnitude, and its shape resembles nothing which occurs in the natural world. This was made, not formed. Unfortunately, that was the extent of the information that we could glean before we were forced to turn our focus towards the Exodus. That's true. The crystal was very nearly forgotten amidst the sudden upheaval. Super crazy crystal that just kind of shoots itself out, yeah. But thanks to the efforts of a certain someone, that crisis is now behind us, and we are free to resume our research. Thus did we decide to seek you out, the dauntless adventurer, who delved into the unknown and beheld the innermost secrets, and now we would have you see for yourself. Yeah, I thought they wouldn't be up for an hour either, but like I came and sat down and the play button was green, and I'm like, boop. Here is the crystal in question. If it resembles aught you have encountered before, even by the smallest degree, please say so. I'm sure we have seen this before. Considering I saw the thing from the patch notes, yeah. Yeah, we've seen these before. Of course. A little bit of cutback there. Nah, man. I never seen anything like this in my life, dude. I know someone who bears that. That's weird. That's a weird crystal, bro. It was a frost. As I thought, you do know what this is. Please tell me everything. I'll tell you everything. Because all the big bads are gone, so I mean, I got all the time in the world, dude. I see the Asians use these to transfer their memories to new vessels. Fascinating indeed. It was plain that this crystal was some special somehow, but this revelation surpasses even my considerable expectations. Similar artifacts have appeared throughout the ages, memories of martial techniques manifested as crystalline shards on the battlefield or storied stones passed from master to student. Comparison between said artifact and this crystal may prove a fruitful first step in unveiling its true nature. This guy is just talking to the roof. Asian memories, windows through which we can gaze upon the convocation of the 14. Unlike the crystal in Shogun's story, this one does not bear the mark of the convocation. Who then did these memories belong to? Or more importantly, why were they stored in this particular shard? More importantly still, why was it set adrift on the ethereal sea? All this and more on the next episode of The Warrior of Light. Why do people look up? Like when it's depicted that somebody is like deep in thought, why is it always depicted that they're like looking up at the ceiling? Like I usually like look down or just kind of like zone straight ahead. I don't know. Is there like a reason why people like look up when depicted that way? Looking up to a higher power for answers? I guess I can see that. That makes sense. Ah, yes. I'm well aware that contemplation is the key to breakthrough, but there is propriety to consider? What? Does that make any sense? Key to breakthrough, but there is propriety to consider. Isn't propriety like proprietary knowledge? Looking for that cartoon light bulb. There you go. Okay. Boom. We have a guest. One you invited explicitly. Must we do this every time? Need to turn me into a card game? Know about that one. Ah, yes, of course, our guest. Terribly sorry, I do so easily find myself unmoored by the tides of rumination. Nerd, stop, just talk normal. Perhaps a more engaging use of your time with us would be for you to kill stuff. I mean, take up that crystal. If indeed there are memories stored within, they may reveal themselves to you upon contact. Yeah, that makes sense. Touch it, bro. All right, we got it. Downloading memories. If anyone Message. Come. Pandemonium. Please. Faces. Grave threat. Star. In danger. Again. What a surprise. More danger than a space harpy? That expression does not bode well. What did you see? Pandemonium. It was off the shore of, oh, no, it wasn't Gadsden. Booty Bay. There were pandas. Inmondium. Pandemonium. It's not a word that I've heard before. If my knowledge of the ancient tongue serves me right, it means all demons. Not a name that inspires optimism. Is that what it actually means? Hold on. Pandemonium. Wild and noisy disorder or confusion. Pandemonium. Also, pandemonium could also be some sort of weird furry stuff, let's be real. We're going to the Pandemonium. We're going to raid the furry sex dungeon. Considering this is Final Fantasy XIV, that is not something entirely out of the scope of reality. In the event of another star-shattering cataclysm is in fact bearing down upon us, I would have the aforementioned examples of crystallized memories to hand to Nems, Russianod. I don't know what that next word is, or if that's a person. It might be a person. Rusinod. Okay. I entrust their procurement to you. If there are more memories to be extracted from this crystal, we will find them. As for you, Shogun, there's a person I would have you seek. The one who has delivered so dire a warning. Your story tells us that this crystal could very well have been made by one of the ancients. Yes. Yes, if that is the case, then discerning the nature of this pandemonium would require a trip into the far past, to an era before the Sundering. Aha! Me. I know of only one individual capable of such a feat, the very hero who traversed time to prevent the world's doom. You do know that I had to do, like, a lot of stuff to, like, go to the past, like, right, Claudian? Like, I didn't just go hippity-hoppity into the past is now my property. Like, that's not a thing. I didn't just snap my fingers and just go back to the past. Like, theoretic, like, story-wise, there was a lot involved to go back to the past, like, once. Granted, I can just teleport there now, but that's a whole different thing. Magic. I must confess, the tales people tell of your adventures beggar belief, and their veracity has been a subject of much debate among my peers. After today's meeting, however, there can be no doubt in my mind that every incredible exploit is a fact. But when you did, you attuned to an aetheryte. So the past is now your property, so get hoppity. Yeah, that's true. So I ask you now, return to the past. We gotta get back to the past. Samurai Jack. Jack. Yeah, we gotta go back to Pandemonium. Now he looks to go back to the past and undo the future that is Aku. Thank you. For the time being, you should keep the crystal in your possession. I do not think that you have seen the last of its memories, and more may be drawn out as you approach their source. Safe travels, my friend, and may we meet again soon to share our findings. You mean my findings? My finding. All right, well, back to the past. Oh, we're actually going to the Crystarium to go back to the past. All right. Hold on. How does that make any sense? Elidibus used up all of his power. Hey, what's up, Moon? Do I want to stream the Shogunate tourney? I mean, maybe. Oh god, dude, these raids are gonna be rough. Or they shouldn't be too bad. Party Finder in them. Yeah, we're going to the Ocular. Let's get it. All right. To the past. Just hop in, I guess. It took a ton of power to go through the last time, but it's cool. We got this. It's crystal. If receives message. Oh, just the power of the crystal is going to take us back there. Just pray for good healers. It's okay. I'm a warrior. I might as well just be a healer. All right, so we fell out of the sky. It sounds like. Yep. Looks like we fell on our butt. There is no one around. Little empty. Oh, who did we fall on? Hey, what's up? How's it going, confused boy? Could it be? Maybe. No, of course not. Apologies. But for the briefest moment, I thought you to be a dear friend of mine. I realized how now that such a notion is preposterous. That's not true. Real knows real, King. He told me a falling star would appear before me, and I suppose you must be it. That's true, because I'm a star. Truth be told, I did not expect the expression to be so literal. Aren't you short? You're a little short. Yeah, I guess I'm as confused as you are. We are both thoroughly confused, boy. Themis? All right, Themis, what do you got for me? Who told you? Apologies for not introducing myself properly. My name is Themis. As you can see by my bare face, I am one of Elphus's observers. All right. Oh, I'm not one of Elphus's observers. Rather, I am come here on an assignment which has more or less been routine up until this very moment when a dude fell out of the sky. It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. This guy is going, Themis is going to go out and get absolutely soaking wet. You certainly do know how to make an entrance, that's true. I must wonder what brought you here, for it is plain that you do not belong here, or any place that I know for that matter. Wow, what are you trying to say? You don't take kindly to my kind around here, Themis? I was going to say Zem's familiar. There we go. That worked for me the last time. It appears my initial impression was not so preposterous after all. I did not know why my friend had, such a unique familiar at his disposal. That's fair. That's fair. If you're here at Azem's behest, then I believe that I can hazard a guess as to your purpose. You are here to investigate pandemonium, yes? Yes. If so, we may be able to help one another. But first, might I trouble you to explain how you came to collide with my skull? Well, long story short, gate in another world, into the past, my butt, velocity. I see. I believe that dispels any major doubts I had concerning your intentions. Did I literally tell him I came from the future? Like, what was the story that I told him? Because I want to know how plausible that would be to me if they were just like, well, you see, in my world, I am called the Warrior of Light, saver of cats and picker-upper of poop. And well, I got this crystal. Then I walked to another world. Then I went through a big old crystal door. Bada bing, bada boom. Here I am. They'd be like, bro, that's some BS right there. I shall pry no further, for I am well aware that we all have secrets that we must keep. However, if I may, I would very much like to take a look at this crystal of yours. Yeah, sure. Why do I look so sad right there? Wouldn't this, like, do some paradoxical stuff? Fascinating. While I cannot say much as to what it contains, it is clear that there are memories stirring within. Memories that speak of something gravely amiss in pandemonium. Who even names it that? So what is this from? This is pandemonium. May refer to 5, 9, 11, 12, 8. Huh, alright. The facility extends beneath Elphus and is overseen by the words of La Habrea. Oh boy, La Habrea. Be gone. It houses those creations that are highly valued as research subjects and highly dangerous to the star. So this is prison, okay, for all of the things that are highly dangerous. Fantastic. Strictly guarded and under constant surveillance. However, several days ago, however, an unnatural shift in the flow of its surrounding ether was detected. Soon thereafter, all communications from Pandemonium ceased. That's no good. That's probably less than positive. I'm here as a representative of an organization that works directly with the Convocation and have been tasked with investigating this incident. Alright, let's get it, dude. Now that there is some measure of transparency between us, might I offer a suggestion as to what we should do next? Get the axe out and go to town. Boom, boom. All right. Where familiars dare. Now then, my proposal is a simple one. Let us journey to Pandemonium together. Our destination is the same, and I suspect the arrangements would work out to our mutual benefit. Besides, I should have no trouble gaining us both access. I do hope that you agree. I would be loath to part ways from the falling star that I had been waiting for so long. Got a little bit of a bromance going on here. I understand, dude. Originally, I had planned to conduct my investigation with the friend that I mentioned earlier. He had also noticed the anomaly near Pandemonium, so it only seemed natural we investigated together, but you showed up beforehand. However, he eventually decided that it would be unwise for us both to go. If two members of our organization were seen poking our heads about restricted facilities, it raised some questions. Interesting. I wonder what their organization is. I decided to go alone, but he left me with these words: "Fear not, for in my absence a star shall fall before you." Well, I could not comprehend his meaning at the time. I believe now I understand. He does have a way of being right about these things. That's fair. Even so, his hints of what to come are generally more cryptic. I suppose I should have kept my gaze to the heavens. Yes. Yo, what's up, Tornado Lad? Yeah. Couldn't sleep, so... Suffice it to say that I am grateful for your presence either way. As for the matter at hand, we must first gain permission from the words of La Habrea for entry into Pandemonium. There ought to be a speaker waiting at Agnosis. Alright. That's not what I wanted to hit. I'm so used to just hitting F because that is my... my mount key for when I'm gathering. Why I put it there, I don't know, but... Hey, what's up, dude? Words of La Habrea speaker. What a fascinating etheric signature. Ahem. In accordance with the Convocation's request, the two of you have been granted leave to observe Pandemonium. Well, that was easy. I shall register your ether for the records. From this point on, you may freely come and go from Pandemonium as you please. All right. Fantastic. Now, that was a painless process. I take this as a sign that we were meant to conduct our investigation together. This guy's just like, yeah, okay, dude. Like, whatever, man. Just go. Of course, while you have been permitted entry to the facility, the specimens housed inside must be handled with the utmost care. You are to heed the warder's instructions at all times. Hold on, I thought all communication from there has been lost. If so, shouldn't this dude be like, hey, so nobody's heard from any of these guys. Like, you guys going to check that out? It's dangerous. Those who conduct their work within Pandemonium are called warders for their role with respect to the creatures within. Generally, creations that pose threat to the safety of the star must be undone. However, the words of La Habrea has deemed certain such creations worthy of further study, interning them within the facility. Okay, so this is one of those situations where, hey, we created this thing that could kill all of us, but, you know, instead of just unmaking it right now, How about we just let it stick around for a little while and just poke and prod at it until it gets out of control, and then the Warrior of Light has to come back to the past to fix it for us. It's cool, dude. We know that he's gonna do it. Those who spend their days in Pandemonium are not merely just researchers. They must work tirelessly to ensure that none of their subjects slip their shackles. For all intents and purposes, the place is a dungeon. Perhaps such a comparison arouses frightful imagery, but Pandemonium is a frightful place. I know not the purpose of your investigation, but if you discover aught that merits a report, pray do so with the utmost haste. Master La Habrea shall guide us upon the proper course of action from there. Then I take it that means you have detected nothing amiss as of late, like the whole complete lack of communication that we were talking about earlier. The warders have reported nothing that would cause alarm. Minor fluctuations in aether have been observed, but surely Master La Habrea would have acted if they were anything to worry about. Would he now? I see, it appears La Habrea is kept well abreast of the going on here, then. What are you trying to insinuate? I hope I'm not overstepping my boundaries by asking, but you seem to be quite familiar with Master La Habrea. Do you know him? Oh, the stories I could tell you. Just about every other day, my dude. Hey, what's up, Lance? You're no mere familiar, are you? Master La Habrea is not known for being generous with his time. That one would have stories of his company almost beggars belief. Regardless, while I doubt I need to tell you this, he is of the convocation. Take care that your actions do not hinder his work. All right. And with that, we are free to make our way to Pandemonium. The Naeus that will take us there is on the eastern bank of Lathe. Let's delay no further. All right. We shall no further delay. No further delay. Let's get it. Oh, I'm not waiting 13 minutes. I was gonna say if the legendary nodes spawned up here, I was just gonna get it. Themis. All right. And it contained my surprise for the sake of appearances. But is it true you too have met La Habrea in the flesh? I find you more fascinating by the moment. Ladies always say that. And dudes, as a matter of fact. Still, shall refrain from asking too many questions. Secrets will make our journey all the more intriguing. Aha. Fine then. Keep your secrets. We shall come to know each other in time, I wager, or else why would fate have orchestrated our meeting? In any case, let us be off. Truth be told, this will be the first time beholding the fabled Pandemonium with my own eyes. Here's to a new adventure, eh? All right. We're in here now. I'm excited. This place looks super, super cool. Oh, dude, look at this. Oh, this aesthetic, bro. It is much as I feared. The speakers seem in such high spirits for that for a moment I thought the ethereal irregularity not nearly so grave a portent as I had imagined. Alas, 'Twas a fleeting and vain hope. Why, what's going on? To gaze upon this complex network of chains and wards, the untrained eye might not sense anything awry. No effort has been spared in making this place impenetrable. There's not much in those cages. This place looks really cool. Even the finest of masterworks is not without its flaws. Someone or something is tampering with the protections. It's working from within, eroding them from the inside out. What? What? Fear not, there's no immediate danger. I reinforced what protections I could the moment we arrived. This is not, this will not put an end to whatever is occurring, but it shall at least serve to slow its progress. One small victory, though, the road ahead of us, is yet long. Yes, powerful forces are at work here. Indeed. The silence in the air speaks volumes. While I did not expect a bustling facility, I see not a single warder. That's why, like, when you're talking to the speaker dude outside, it's like, bro, have you even heard from these people lately? Like, this dude was dispatched to deal with this. Our first course of action should be to seek one out, wherever they may be. However, there is something that you must know. The magic that I wove upon entering requires my constant awareness. That is to say, if we are forced to fight, I cannot risk joining you in battle. That's fine. Should I lose focus, Pandemonium's protections will rapidly crumble before the force assailing them. Well, glad you just got here. Just in time to the point where you literally can't do anything else. Were there another way, I would gladly choose it, but let us at least be grateful that neither of us is here alone, trapped in hopeless circumstances. We should fail to find a peaceable solution, then I hope that I can rely on your strength to see us through. And my axe. This request doesn't come as a surprise, to be honest. Most people ask me for this. This is a very common occurrence. At least you receive it with good humor. Rest assured, I do not mean to stand by idly while you risk your life and limb. I hope to be able to lend at least a touch of magical support. Alright. Creation magics do have their uses in that regard. I had it in mind to use your ether as basis for illusory allies that will fight at your side. Perhaps 7 shall do. Not exactly an army, but by the looks of you, a formidable band nonetheless. Ah, okay, that's a good way to sneak in how I'm getting 7 more people. Then so shall it be. Now, what, I wonder, awaits us in Pandemonium's pitless halls? I don't know, that's a good question. Let's find out. God, this place looks just so cool. All right. We got it. We're going up into Asplodius. Duty finder time it is. Asplodius, the first circle. Instant. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let me turn this, Come on, DPS. All right. Let's get it. Asplodius, the first circle. All right. Here's a dude. He's running. I'll save them. I must. It appears to be one of the warders we seek, but I'm afraid that he is in no state to answer questions. Perhaps that you can see to it. That was really fast. That text went by really, really quick. Okay, sweet. So we've got a chain whip dude. Wow. Using me as the basis, this is what you come up with? Okay, well, it looks like this other guy is ready to go, and he is tanking. Okay, let's see. Gower's flail. Oh, okay, so it's side. All right, got it. Okay, so we go this side. What is this music? Okay, there we go. Ooh, okay, it's targeted on somebody. Come in. Okay, what is this hook? Okay, Gower's flail on that side. Did he get a physical damage dealt as increased? Hold on, we're gonna... I got 3? Okay. What colors do you have to be for this? Oh, do you have to be in same colors? I think you've got to be in same. Okay. What is this? What is this? Okay. All right. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. All right, it switches. All right. Okay, this part's pretty easy. Okay, he's on fire. Okay. No, dude. Yeah, go that way. All right, all right. All right. Okay. Not bad, not bad. All right, switch over to here. This part's pretty easy. He says. What is slam shut? Okay, so we're back to this stage. Okay, we're back to this thing. So I need to just be in the same color, right? We're gonna find out. Okay, nope, I took vulnerability. Okay, I took 2 vulnerability stacks. Okay, okay, so opposites. So you gotta be in the opposite part for that one, it seems like. Yeah, for sure, Zeke. I don't think really a tank swap is needed here. It does seem like you do get a debuff on you. Okay, so we're back to this one. Okay, fire, and I'm on the correct side. Okay. All right. Easy. All right. This boss not too bad, actually. Slam shot. That's just gonna put us here again. All right. Bopped. Okay. This part. I need to go to ice. Okay, ice. And then fire. And then ice. Okay, so you just go to opposite. Okay. And then we win. Easy. Easy. That boss was actually not bad. I like the phase with the circle. I really like this, the phase with the circle. Very, very visually appealing. Everyone's gonna need on everything. Dizzy Droid. Dizzy Droid's a good name. You can't roll. You cannot roll again until the next reset. Wait, what? Hold on. All right, anyways. It was a thrilling display, and if I may be so vaunting, the warriors I spun from your aether fought even more splendidly than I had anticipated. I suppose they were cut from an excellent cloth after all. We should wait until this man has regained his senses. He wears the robes of a warder. I would be very curious to know what drove him to attack us in sight unseen. Shogun. He stirs. All right, now that we beat some sense into you, I don't know what did come over you. That's what we're asking. It's coming back to me. My mind was filled with a storm of desperation, anger. I leapt at you, though I knew naught of your intentions. Pray accept my apologies and my thanks. Had you not knocked some sense back into me, I may have fallen upon someone less capable of defending themselves. That's true. Unfortunately, you picked the wrong person to roll up on. I am Enchiritos, a warrior of Asplodius, Pandemonium's highest layer, and the place that we are in now. Fantastic, Enchiritos. One must wonder why you were so desperate to keep us out. What's happening in Pandemonium? That's a good question. The creations interfered with Asplodius. The creatures within Asplodius have been set free and stalk its halls to no end but violence. Yes, Asplodius. That is not good, to say the least. Has this ever happened before? No. Never. Each level of Pandemonium is under the charge of a keyword, who keeps strict control over the most minute aspects of their domain. They're selected with great care, and their loyalty to Master La Habrea is absolute. Yet, something has gone terribly wrong. Try as we might to hold the line, the chaos within is overwhelming. I hardly realized that I had become separated from my colleagues. I remember a chorus of whispers assailing my sentences, and afterwards only flashes of rage and fury, then blackness, from which I awoke to find that whatever had overcome me was gone. Yeah, we beat the whatever it was out of you, bro. I see. Your senses may have been muddled by the magics that affected the mind, perhaps the self-same ones that saw you separated from the other warders. Whatever has taken hold of me, thank you for releasing me from its clutches. That you've come here from the surface must mean some word of our plight has reached the outside world. You know anything that may help, pray tell. This axe. This axe. Horror among horrors, so Pandemonium's protections are indeed being dismantled from within. Yes. Indeed. By the same individual or individuals that released its captives and set them upon you, no doubt. Such knowledge avails us little, however, if we cannot ascertain their identity. It was Steve. Steve from accounting. Themis, was it? You said you worked for an organization under the auspices of the Convocation. Were they to receive word of what has transpired here? What measures would they take? They're just going to wipe everything. Wipe it all. Doubtless they would consider this place to be a lost cause. Pandemonium's ties to the outside world would be severed, or perhaps it would be wiped from existence entirely. See, exactly, that's what I said. Just unmake it. Seems like a good idea, honestly. As I thought, were the creatures to escape into the outside world, there would be untold carnage. The words of La Habrea would never risk that, despite what value the research subjects may hold. All the more reason to work with haste if we can't expect further help. Then it falls to me to save the others. I will not leave them behind. Okay. You would go alone? I won't leave the other warders to face certain doom. I know they fight for survival even now. They wouldn't abandon their duty. They would see the creatures return to their cells at all costs. And so, I must do the same. Themis, I know the request I'm about to make of you is a monumental one, but please, say not a word of this to the Convocation until I have given a chance to set things right. Dun, dun, dun. Forgive my rudeness, Enchiritos, but my decision cannot be swayed by emotion. You would only be consigning yourself to an early death. Strength of resolve alone cannot win in the face of overwhelming odds. That's not true, and I've proved that multiple times. So many times. That being said, our investigation has only just begun, and we would be remiss to turn back ere we made an exhaustive survey. So, for the time being, there is slightly more than resolve to rely upon. Right. Like me. And this spiky armor. I knew you would be all too eager to join us. Indeed. There are beasts in here that need a good slaying. Each moment since you fell from the skies has been more interesting than the last. More and more of you reminds me of my dear friend, which goes some way towards encouraging me that this matter will yet reach a satisfactory conclusion. I'm always reminding somebody is somebody. I just got one of those faces, man. Yeah, dude. That's what we're talking about. We're agreeing you to help. For the moment, our goals align. The protective magics of Pandemonium yet holds, so for the moment, time is in our favor. Let's proceed upon the course you and Shogun have set us upon. Dun, 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 dun. Themis and Shogun, yes. Thank you. The warders owe you great debt already. Who doesn't, honestly? I mean, you guys already owe me a huge debt for literally saving all of time and space. To be fair. We shall be glad to have someone familiar with Pandemonium's halls on our side. Let's go. Now, let's turn our attention to rescuing your colleagues. We've been talking for quite a while. Perhaps it would be wise to approach the gates, in case any have followed you out. Dun, 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 dun. Where are you, Zeke? All right, Enchiritos. Not a sound can be heard from within, which means neither creature nor warder has made it this far. We should begin forming a plan to save them at once. All right. Forgive me if I misunderstand, but do you mean to rescue the warders and the creatures both? Yes. Naturally. Although they may be dangerous, they're valuable research subjects. I wouldn't see our labor, our untold hours of study go to waste. But if we already studied it and you wrote it down, then it's not to waste if we, you know, kill whatever it is that's attacking us. I dare say La Habrea would smile to hear you say such a thing. This is if we had cause to report this incident to him. That's right, I'm just gonna sweep this bad boy under the rug. Smile. I'm not sure his face is capable of such warmth. Aw, that's mean. So you have met him before. I was under the impression he rarely visited Pandemonium. I have, yes. My mentor was the previous head of this facility. That is to say, La Habrea's predecessor in the position of Chief Keyword. Her name was Athena. Yeah, there's an easy name. And she was a researcher with the words. 'Twas she who appointed me to this position, in fact. I see. I did not know that there was a chief key warden before La Habrea. Your motivation to save your research subjects is not entirely driven by duty to the words, then. You wish to also preserve the work of your mentor. Yes. You have the right of it. I'm lacking in ideas of how to go about that, though. I'm a mere warder and cannot wield intermittent magics. It's okay. We'll just take care of everything. But of course I can hardly expect you to be versed in the magics we use here. If you recall, during our battle earlier, I bound you in ethereal shackles. Intermittent is more refined and powerful magics based upon the same principles. Alright? While both are used to keep our subjects docile, only the keyword of each tier is permitted to use intermittent. Internment. Even if I were allowed, I lack the aptitude to use the spell to any notable effect. That's fair. Fascinating. I have some knowledge of these forms of spellcraft. Actually, La Habrea himself established their foundation, if I recall. While shackles are meant to bind an object in place for a short time, interment freezes the very space around it for as long as the caster wills. That seems pretty overpowered. Indeed, while the illusory beings you summoned in our fight suggested as much, I see your knowledge of magics is vast. Perhaps you've already mastered the art. No, I'm afraid my knowledge ends there. I have not the precise understanding of how the invocations interact with natural laws that would be needed to cast said spells with any consistency. While I consider myself well versed in various magics, I would be ill-advised to assume the duties of keyword without instructions. That being said, if I were to learn more interment, I were to learn more of interment and the inner workings, perhaps then I could. 5 a.m. reading sessions. I'll leave the fighting to me. You two can figure out the rest. You two nerds figure out what it is you need to nerd out about. Me, I can break stuff. Whoops. I can't say for certain. I've never heard of such a thing being done. I believe it might be our best recourse. That is, of course, assuming that you can perform the initial rites and the incantations flawlessly, even the smallest misstep, and we would have to start over again. All right, cool. You needn't worry about that. I've seen the spells cast so many times that their motions have been burned into my memories. All right. Guys, we got stuff to do. You guys are talking for entirely too long about this plan. Very well. Let us work out the specifics afterwards. Once we do, we can test our methods on one of the escaped creatures, though I suppose there is the matter of finding one, which probably shouldn't be too hard to do. It would be foolish to rush in blindly, lest we find ourselves surrounded with naught but an untested stratagem at our disposal. Nay, I would prefer to engage a single creature that Shogun could dispatch on his own if the spell were to go awry. I agree. I may have an idea in that regard. I recall seeing the hippocampus. Hippocampus, isn't that part of the brain? Hold on. Is this going to be a brain hippo? Campos. The hippocampus, or hippocamp, often called a seahorse in English, is a mythological creature. Yeah, I know it's with a C. Hippocampus, fish-tailed horse. Okay, so we're going up against a seahorse. A space seahorse from the past. That would make sense because it's wandering the waterways. Okay. Few of the subjects housed within Asplodius are fond of water, and I believe that we'll be able to engage the beast without fear of unwanted guests. All right. Water battle. Then that shall be our first target, or perhaps subject is a better term. Before we commence with the interment magics, creature should be weakened to a sufficient degree. Okay. Let's go beat up a seahorse. As dependable as ever, once you have given it a thorough trouncing, we shall bind this hippocampus with the keywords magic. Until then, my illusions shall fight by your side. All right, let's go. The hippocampus will be alone. It's a daunting opponent nonetheless. Its magic warps the environment around it. It will be at home amidst the waterways. Steel yourself for a fight. Bam, bam, bam. All right, second circle. Queue up whenever. Okay. All right, it's hippocampus time. Asplodius, the second circle, the hippocampus hunter. This is a sea dragon, not a seahorse. Thank you very much. Wait, is this a double-decker seahorse? What? This thing doesn't even make any sense. Bro, you got a big old hole in your chest. All right, am I tanking or are you tanking? I guess I'm tanking. All right, let's go. Let's go, Hippocampus. All right, Murky Depths. I don't know what that did. I need a tank. I need another tank. Let's go. All right. Oh, yeah, this guy's good. All right, double tank buster. All right, what are you doing? Okay. I need to be here. Yep. You want to be, I guess, not the way that its head's pointed. All right, sewage deluge. Okay. I'll stand on this thing. Oh, this is interesting. All right. Predatory sight. What is this? Okay. Okay, I guess that's like a hug each other. Is this going to block my push? Nice, nice. So you can use it arm's length to block that push. Where does heads go? I don't want to be anywhere near that. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, we need to be over here. All right. This thing's got a lot of hit points. Sewer deluge. Okay, get up on the high ground. No, come on. I was out of that. Don't you lock me into that BS. Okay, so you've got to look at both the head and the body on this. That's crazy, dude. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Disassociation. What was disassociation? That's head and body. Okay, we need to be on this side. At arm's length. At least he just goes back to the middle himself. That makes it way easier. Oh, I'm not even going over there. And I'll just heal myself. All right. God, Warrior's so good, dude. Come over here and hug me, tank. I like this fight. Sewage Deluge, this is just AoE, right? Oh, yeah, this part. All right. Okay, we're safe over here. All right, come on, guys. We lost 3 DPS. We're in the home stretch now. Let's not let it fall apart here. Wait, what did I get hit by that gave me a stack? Where's the head? That side? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Arm's length it. Yo, Heath Dreckle, what are you doing? Yo, what is this? What is this? Oh, was that the healer, S3? All right, we almost got this, guys. We're almost there. 6%. All right. Getting it, getting it, getting it. Let's go. And we got it. Okay, nice. Nice. I really like that fight too. The mechanics were pretty good. That was a good fight. I was paying too much attention to what I was doing to really like focus on why some of those DPS were dying, but outside of that, I mean, everything was pretty sweet. I don't know what hit me with the vulnerability stack there later in the fight, though. I'll have to look back at that. All right, good job. Also, I mean, Warrior's just kind of OP, honestly. I'm gonna give this other warrior. No, this other tank. So you can only get one piece of loot per time. That's it. That's crazy. So like if somebody leaves early, you can't even get an extra piece of loot. Also, I got no commendations. This feels sad. Did you know that you cannot play the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? There's no free trial. It does not include a Realm Reborn. Yes, Eorzea is full. Although, when I got up, I only had a queue of 35 people. I was ecstatic. Ecstatic. One piece per fight per week. That's crazy. One piece per fight per week. How many pieces do you need to turn in for gear, though? Like, should I only be focusing on certain things? I knew that you were no mere mercenary, but to make such clean work of the hippocampus, seasoned fighters scarcely have occasion to visit Pandemonium, let alone display their skills. Mastery takes all form indeed. Needless to say, our plan worked to perfection, in no small part thanks to you two. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Fedora Hat. Themis's power was more than enough to complete the interment. The spellcasting was never my strong suit, but that almost made me feel like a proper mage. On my way to get married, watch civilizations rise and fall, watch the universes return to stardust it came from, yet still be in the queue. That's true. That's true. 1 for each accessory, 2 for head, boots, 4 for chests and yo, that's a lot. I'll have to pick and choose what I roll on then, I guess. Truly, having seen your abilities firsthand with your fights with Shogun, I beg to disagree. Shackles is the one exception, and 'tis only because I've been forced to practice it since I was but a small child. Other magics leave me feeling completely out of my depth. All right, let's go. On to the fires of creation. While our success in sealing away the hippocampus is certainly heartening, the fact that we have yet to see any other warders concerns me. Is this the first time you've been to an X-Pack release? Yes. As a matter of fact. Yes, 100%. Because I literally played when the game came out, and then when I started back up again, Like, I never did any other expansion release. The keyword of Asplodius is nothing if not cautious. Doubtless he has gathered what warders he could and retreated to a safe area. Let us hope so. It occurs to me that I know little of the keywords besides their magical prowess. Is there aught more you can share? They generally hold the loot lockout like this until the harder modes come out. Then they increase it slightly, but not by a lot. See, I figured it was like Eden, right? Where I could just farm it all day. Just get everything that I need. If I just wanted to do it over and over and over again. But that makes sense. Because otherwise I just best in slot raid everything and then I guess just go back to doing farming. Of course, a man named Persephorus Hermione is in charge of Asplodius. Not only does he have thorough knowledge of what creatures are here, knowledge of the creatures here, but he takes great pains to be a mentor to each of us warders under his charge. He has done much to ensure that I flourished here, in spite of my ineptitude at magic, and I have always known him to be the sort of man who faces difficult decisions with an unwavering composure. Furthermore, keywords are not only masters of interment. Am I saying this right? Interment. 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 The burial of a corpse in the grave.
Interment.
Oh, okay. Damn. Interment. It's like internment, but there's no N in it. So it's throwing me off. You can also bend the hallways of the pandemonium to their wills with creation magic. All this in mind, I am certain that so long as Persephorus guides them, the other warders will be safe. I'm just going to come up with people's names. Like Enchilada here. I can see why absolute control over the environs is imperative. Had we faced the hippocampus upon the arid sands instead of the waterways, I suspect the battle would have ended much more quickly. It's true. In any case, if Persephorus is capable and caring, as you say, we would do well to seek him out as soon as we can. He has, like as not, taken your colleague to a secure position, secure location. The safest place would be the innermost circle of Asplodius. From there, they could flee to Abyssos if hard-pressed. All right. Even should they have sought safe haven within the other circles, if we make for the fourth, we ought to encounter them on the way. Indeed, we shall gain a comprehensive understanding of the situation within Asplodius, which will be essential in determining whether we ought to continue down to Abyssos. Phoenix, I've heard that name before. A fiery bird with eternal life. How do you kill that which cannot be killed? Beyond unquenchable brilliance, the perfected concept boasts nigh boundless restorative powers, if I recall. Truly an exemplary feat of creation magics. Perfection is ever built on the backs of failure, however, and La Habrea suffered countless missteps during his experiments. Okay. And he was hardly the only one. The Phoenix will be but one of many attempts at the concept gone awry. All right, from evoking wonder, our Phoenix is a creature of fury and wrath, and seeks only to turn the world to ash. Thus was it confined within the pandemonium. Development of the concept continued elsewhere, but as the moons turned more and more, researchers abandoned the project as an impossibility. See for La Habrea and his words. All right. Well, I received word that at long last La Habrea has succeeded where so many others have failed. It was nearly overcome. Pray tell, how did the warders of Pandemonium celebrate their master's accomplishments? Is it really a time to be talking about this? I don't believe that we did. The research of the words of La Habrea has little consequences to our works here, save for those rare times it charges us with a new specimen. Truth be told, I don't remember anyone making note of the occasion. These guys don't get out much. Understandable. But enough reminiscing. We must make ready to confront the Phoenix. Well, it's possible that it flew off to some other wing of the Pandemonium. We would make that assumption at our own peril. Better to assume that we'll need to bring Asplodius's most unruly subject to heel. All right. I certainly see no reason to delay. The Phoenix's power over Flame will avail it far less in a barren corridor than elsewhere, so it may well serve us to subdue it sooner rather than later. That's true. Yes, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, of course, there it is. Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Oh, you gave it the perfect place. Why would you do this? Nani? Where did we teleport to? Just right back outside. It seems whoever is behind this can alter space around us at will. We face an uphill battle. Yes. We just saw who did it. Impossible. If those were creation magics at work, then that means... Let's confront that reality after we have conquered the enemy in front of us. Every drop of our focus shall be required if we are to inter the Phoenix. Okay. We got it. Boom. Third circle. Let's go. Are you good, Zeke? This place is so cool. Wah, wah. Third circle versus the Phoenix. Bow. Oh, this looks like it's going to be interesting. A three-headed fire chicken. All right. Experimental fire plume coming in. What does this do? Okay. We all got destroyed by that. No, this is out. In. Crap. Okay, interesting. All right. Darkened fire. Okay, we died. I think we need to put those darkened fires on. Okay, interesting. They were immune to damage. I guess we need to get them. They got a debuff from the circles. Okay, interesting. Didn't have time to read it. Use the AoE to kill them. All right. All right, good. Okay, next one is going to be in, and then you have to find the gap. Okay, okay. All right. Doing good so far. Next is going to be the Dark Experimental Fire Plume. Or Darkened Fire. Do I have it this time? Let's figure this out. It is on me. Okay, okay. Okay, so you gotta make sure that everybody is on one of those. And you don't have enough room to split them either. Okay. Yep. What's it doing now? All right. All right. Sunbird 2 down. I hope we only need this many Sunbirds. All right, all right. What are these? Okay, I don't... What happened there? Spread the birds. No, we didn't have a problem with the birds. The birds catch flame together and burn even brighter. I mean, that's fine. But like the little weird dudes showed up. Where they spawn, presumably. All right. Yeah, I don't think it was the birds that blew that up. The birds can't die in each other's circles. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. All right. Okay, did not put one on me. All right, good. Okay, it's gonna go in the middle now. Do we die here? No. Okay. 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 All right. We got this. Okay. That mechanic was pretty all right. Oh, fire's coming into the middle. Okay, this is bad. Our experimental plume. Okay, this is fine. In. Okay. Oh, do we got to go through another phase of that? All right. Bum, 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 bum. I also read really slow. You have to understand, I read real slow, and I read everything for chat. Ooh, this is a lot of disco. Yeah, like if I'm not like reading it out loud to everybody and commenting on it, I read real fast. Okay, I'm not one of those. Okay, I thought I was just about to wipe all of us. Yo, what's up, G? Yes, this is rated Shadow Legends. Forget everything you've ever known about everything you've... dude, I was on the other side of that. All right, we got this. This is easy from this point. I am actually. We are currently winning. Oh, come on. I just used my buff, bro. Good spacing. All right, what's fledgling fight? Okay, this is good. In. 4%. Easy, dude. Easy. No, no, no. No, no, no. There we go. All right. There we go. And now we capture it. Another Pokemon to add to our decks. What do I already have? Helmet. Yeah, we're gonna go for a helmet. Hell yeah, I got 2 helmets, baby. Oh, I pass on the rest of the stuff. Pass. Pass. Yeah, we can get a helmet, and I got another ring. I got 1 ring, so I'll be able to replace my my whatchamacallit, my normal tombstone ring, because I've already got the EX ring. What's that? The Phoenix is shackled once more. However, there is yet the matter of this arena. Yes, we know who changed it. As you've told us, there is but one person in Asplodius with the ability and authority to wield such magics. The ring is for all accessories? Well, the only accessory that I don't have right side that's not EX Trial is 1 ring. So, I'm good on the rest of them for the moment. Fortunately, it appears he has saved us the trouble of finding him. A contemptible display, as befits an inferior specimen. I am the superior specimen, just flexing out here. Just, rah. That was a good fight, though. I really like that. That's a lot of dodging, man. That fight was a lot of DDR right there. That's what I'm talking about. Even so, I expected it would be at least, it would at least delay your advance. Imagine my surprise when I saw the chains of interment drag the Phoenix back to its cage. Either the bird is even more of a failure than its creators cared to admit, or you are no means trespassers. I had hoped our suspicions were misplaced, but alas. Aha, yes. Keyword, Hephaestus. Hespheros. I'm gonna say Hephaestus. I like a Hephaestus better. Why? Why have you brought such chaos to your beloved pandemonium? Well, because I was bored. Pandemonium, pitiless, impenetrable, utterly steadfast, unlike those charged with its keeping. What has possessed you? I don't understand. This really sweet outfit. Oh, he's a vampire now. Oh, and Choritos. You must pester me with these inane questions? Think for yourself. Surely you can muster a theory or two with that dim wit of yours. I have become a vampire. Do you not see these sweet clothes? Then again, you have never been one for insight. Why Master La Habrea suffers your mediocrity I shall never understand. What a jerk, dude. You may look like him, but you're not the Hephaestus I know. Something has warped you, too, from the inside out. The keyword that I knew had compassion for all those under his charge, be they clad in robes or shackled in chains. Was this all a farce? Did you hide your contempt for us all these years? No. Those who are content to merely glimpse the water's surface are doomed to be dragged into its depths. You prove my opinion of yours with every word. My mind is clearer than it has ever been. Even now, seeing you feebly grasp for answers makes the bile rise in my throat. Blech. Such wasted potential to be son to Master La Habrea, yet no more skilled with magic than a newborn babe. Yes. Indeed. But of course, it's always a lot about La Habrea. Jan. Or Marcia. Silence, you are not even worthy to utter his name. Man, I say all kinds of stuff, dude. For once, be grateful to witness a feat beyond your meager abilities, beyond your shallow reckoning. I've slipped the surly bonds of mortality. You're just a vampire, dude. I've become one of our mythic creations and rid myself of imperfections. I stand upon the threshold of godhood. I'm just saying, man. Does this guy not know that I kill gods for funsies? Oh, godhood. Oh. As a Hematheos, shall I serve Master La Habrea, ever faithful to the end of the days. Oh, you're caging us. Man. And he shall require no other. Oh, so he's doing all of this because he just wants Senpai to notice him. Bop! I think not. Are you so blinded by arrogance that you have lost sight of what it means to serve? And Choritos is more capable than you could ever know. It was thanks to his instruction that I was able to master the art of interment. Both how to wield it, how to break free of it. And you, warrior of light, Shogun, let us quit this place. Whatever poison has corrupted Hephaestus' mind, it is plain his power far eclipses our own. We must have time to gather our strength and stand around at the entranceway and talk for a while about stuff. Huh. Weaklings though they may be, it takes a singular aptitude to master interment so quickly, to say nothing how swiftly that familiar laid low the phoenix. Regardless, their noble aims will be their undoing, where they fritter away their strength and calming the beasts of Asplodius. I continue my work, even should they survive long enough to reach the heart of my domain. Naught shall wait them but doom. I eagerly await your arrival, Enchiritos. Even dullards have their uses. Ha ha ha. Even his glasses have, like, vampire wings on them. Like, look at these glasses, dude. Come on. Ah. My darkest suspicions have been realized. We face the keyword of Asplodius himself. More than that revelation, however, Enchiritos worries me. He loved Hephaestus for his compassion, but received naught but scorn from whenever the key warden has become. Yeah, sucks to suck, dude. He has said little since our return. I only hope that the shock of recent events doesn't prove to be a death knell of his resolve. I mean, even if it is, you know, it's fine. Who wards the warders? Who watches the watchers? Much as I am loath to disturb Enchiritos so soon. Can't believe Final Fantasy is doing a Castlevania collab? Indeed. Yo, but where's Belmont? I could use some Belmont comedy right now. I'm afraid circumstances do not afford us the luxury of time. Perhaps it will do him well to speak about recent events concerning both the keyword and his father. Ah, you must be a Belmont. Hey, bro, you feeling okay? Enchiritos, you doing all right, buddy? The creation of the ward which surrounds Pandemonium was an astounding feat of magical prowess, a feat accomplished by none other than La Habrea. That both my father and I can bind others in chains is perhaps the only thing that we have in common. Ah, so it's true. You're the son of La Habrea. Bereft of his talents for magic or his brilliance, dude, I have killed your dad so many times. Your dad has fallen to me just an astronomical amount of times, Enchirito. I haven't killed you, so, you know, you got that going for you versus, you know, your dad. Surely, this doesn't come as entirely as a surprise to you. Nay, I had an inkling when you said that you had practiced ethereal shackles since childhood. Assuming you haven't been employed here quite that long, it had to indicate some long-held connection with La Habrea. It was La Habrea that taught me how to cast ethereal shackles, but that was it. My further education was overseen by the words of La Habrea, more specifically my mother, who was a researcher here. Was. You did speak of Athena, chief key warden, before La Habrea. She's your mother, yes? What? How astute. I can see why you were chosen to lead this investigation. You've the right of it. Athena was my mother. It was she who invited me to join her here. La Habrea actually had nothing to do with it. I see, there is little love lost between you two. What I cannot see is why La Habrea was appointed chief keyword when others were already in place. Was in place. My mother is no longer with us. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I didn't kill your mom. And La Habrea was all too eager to assume her responsibilities, with nary a moment spared to mourn her. What love do I owe him now, when he offered not one drop of compassion then? I see. She's no longer with us, an expression to convey the end of a life. I've known only the public face of La Habrea. While he is lauded for his ability to maintain composure in the face of unnerving circumstances, I must admit that oft he comes across as cold. That's true. Apologies, but can we speak of something else? This topic isn't an easy one for me to discuss. Yes, when we talk about the things that need a good killing, of course, there are more pressing matters at hand. After all, namely, how to deal with Hesperos. We have yet to see the other warders. Judging by what we know, we can surmise that Hesperos has confined them somewhere beyond our grasp. And now that he is aware of our presence, he will be preparing for our next encounter. We cannot expect to face him on equal footing. Quite the opposite, in fact. Every moment that we spent chasing after the creations is another moment that Hesperos can contrive another advantage for himself. The wisest course would be to find him first and foremost. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Where are we going, bro? He said that he has become one with the creations. Perhaps that means he is vulnerable to interment. In theory, that should be possible. However, is it enough to merely confine him after all that he has done? That's a good point. I need to know why. I need to know what drove him to forsake everything he's worked for. Was it all truly so that he could serve his master? I don't think so. To my mind, he's merely put La Habrea's own work at risk in trade for some nebulous power. La Habrea is the chief keyword of Pandemonium, but how would throwing it into disarray win his favor? It doesn't make any sense. That's true. But just like every other villain in Final Fantasy, he'll have a good reason in the end. We may not know it now, but he'll have his reason. I share your curiosity, but we must consider that our enemy has us at a disadvantage in every sense. What do you think? Should we seek to put him in fetters, or would it be too dangerous to allow him quarter? I want answers. If you fail to confine him, I can always just kill him. As a reasonable response, not gonna lie. Daring as ever, I see. I know not which trails you have faced in your past, but to see you so certain is all the convincing that I need. Very well, let us try Enchirido's plan. Thank you, Shogun. I believe I can shed some light on the nature of our foe. While Hesperos spoke with us, I noticed he bore the telltale fangs of a vampire, a beast which feeds off the ether of its prey. Likely, as the creation Hesperos emerged his essence with. And we know all too well that he can change the environment around himself at will. The battle will not be an easy one, but I believe in our victory. All right, let's do this. We've only got four, right? For the moment. All right, let's get it. Yes. Vampire Key Warden. Ah, spikes. Ooh, he's taking the glasses off. Wow. Okay, sweet. Yo, this music's pretty banging. Okay, no debuffs requiring tank swap. Okay, cape. Is that good or bad? Okay, that's bad. What? Do we want to be on this? No. That is not what we need to be on. No, we hold on. Do we need to stand in the hole? Guessing we all stand on the hole. No, we don't stand in the hole. I don't think so. Are we? We're all in the hole. Nope. Probably just go to opposite side. Okay, we'll find out. Okay, that was pushback. I think each one does something different. Okay, water's gonna push back. Lightning's going to AoE. Okay, so that was pushback. I don't know what water does. Are we winning? Poison stack, maybe? Alright, interesting. At the moment, not so much, Rio. We're learning, though. Guess we'll find out. This music's kind of banging, though. I feel like poison has gotta be a stack. We're gonna... What is this? Lightning? Okay, cool. We got that one. All right, all right. This guy hits real hard. Okay, it's 3. Okay, don't stand on poison either. Oh no. Yeah, bring up the other. Okay, so I guess you don't stand on the poison either. Yeah, what is this? Oh, interesting. You're gonna have like a tank in one. Okay, okay. Meteors are role specific, yeah. What is Easterly Shift? Ooh, okay. All right, I see that. Okay, so you want to go over into this back corner. Oh, ha ha, got him. This is Cape. That's going to be a tough one right there. So, no standing in poison either, right? Yeah, okay. Poison spreads, short shift is wide. Cleave, cape is knockback. Okay. Poison spread, lightning's probably just be far away. Okay. Water's knockback. Alright. Meteor markers, have healers go in healer, 2 DPS go in each DPS. Eyes on the healer one. Okay. Instead of the DPS one, they had X in them. DPS per. Yeah, the meteors seemed like you have to have like not that class in it. Yeah, I'll let Minette do it this time. All right, cape's going down. It's gonna be lightning. Maybe. Yeah, because it does the AoE thing from the center. So all the things happen from the center, it seems. This is gonna be water. Get freaky. All right. We're at 75%. All three are going down. All right, poison spread out. And then water is in. All right. Okay. We got it. Perfect. Next up is going to be the busters. Your aether turns. It shall be your undoing. Yeah, it's opposite. It's opposite. All right, meteors, you have to be the not that class, which makes sense. Okay, this is going to be wide. Cape. All right, that phase is easy. What is Blood Rake? Here, I'll eat this. I'll eat this. What is this? What is this? Varying signs of this. Too many stacks will result in doom. Okay, well, I only got 2 stacks. We're adding another one to this. Fire. Okay, sweet. Foggers, dude. What is going first? Poison. Everybody spread. Water. Fire. I don't know what fire is, but I don't really want... Oh, stack. Stack, stack, stack. No, healer, don't go in there. Far away, far away, far away. All right. Oh, dude, healer limit break 3. Let's go. All right, we had somebody disconnect. That's no good. I got this one. This fight is intense, man. All right, let's go. All right, we got all four again. I mean, by now I feel like we should have it figured out. First one is poison. Okay, we got it that time. No, no, no. Damn it. It was my fault. I hit the wrong button. What is this? What is that? Oh, it's heal. Or something. No tank. I'll eat this. Guess I won't. All right. Yeah, we got it this time. Let's go 10%. Everybody's all up. Dude, that LB3 healer was super clutch, dude. I wonder if it always goes in the same rotation here. Nope. Lightning, lightning, lightning. There we go. Yes. All right. Yo, that was a crazy fight, dude. There's so much stuff going on. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. That music was banging, too. That music was absolutely banging. Give me this bat. No, I'm not getting it with a 31, that's for sure. I'll get this chess piece, though. Yeah, that was super good. That was a really good fight. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, Themis, we end this here. Do we, though? Now it'll be you that'll be imprisoned. Fools, I will not be put in chains, as he lays face down on the ground after just eating absolute crap. Bah. Dude, we just whooped you, dude. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. I am 700 feet tall. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek. The secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception, they shall return to the star with me. You're wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now, surely you can see that. Yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my terms. Is this dude just gonna off himself? Wow, flying sword. Blah. Dead. You'll get nothing from me. Remain loyal to my very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. Fine then, keep your secrets. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You are better than that. Your stars shone more brightly than any other in Pandemonium. You had La Habrea's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That you would forsake all of that and sully your legacy besides. We'll find out the next episode. God, I'm looking forward to that on Savage. He became so blinded by his own desire that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plan lies in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Hesperos' infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that fate had chosen you and not him to be La Habrea's son. So terrible did this jealousy become that he sought verboten power that La Habrea would be unable to ignore. Verboten. How does a pursuit for respect warp one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. It's not as uncommon as you might think. It happens. It doesn't mean that it's right. It's right. You don't think it be like that, but it do. See, I admit I cannot but find it vexing. But perhaps that signifies naught but my own capacity for bitterness. I do not understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person trust to guide you true. How is it to desperately wish their light would fall upon you again? But we have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the living to consider. We must find the other warders and round up the remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. Indeed. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperos' magic is fading all throughout Asplodius. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore the things to their original state. Seize control. Can you really do that? Bet. Wow. What? What is this presence? Wow. And Choritos. What lies beyond that threshold? Oh, there's the passageway that connects Asplodius to Abyssos. We have to go into the Abyssos. Be on your guard, you two. Now that Asplodius is free of obstructions, I can more easily sense disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Asbestos. Asbestos. That's what stirs there. The building code. Oh, God, it's shaking the screen. A warding sigil? How? Let us return to the gates for now. I should like to apprise the situation from there. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. Dun dun dun! Dang, Zeke was just like, bro, I'm out. I am out. Although we have defeated Hesperos, it appears that we have but scratched the surface of Pandemonium's troubles. Yo, real talk though. And sorry about spoilers, we killed a literal space harpy unmaking all of creation. How are any of these things even remotely a problem? Comparatively, right? Like, if you think about it. Like, can any of these actually hold a power level comparable to universe unmaking space harpy? Yeah. My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? There's a stark possibility, yes. The root of this crisis might lie somewhere much deeper than even asbestos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague, that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. Also, you were in Dynamis. You had the thoughts and prayers. Oh, that's true. We did have thoughts and prayers. That is the most powerful thing after all. Riffer coming in clutch. It is possible that this same magic could have poisoned Hesperos's heart, twisting his affections for La Habrea into burning obsession. Then, in his altered state, he was made an offer of power that he could not refuse. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hesperos into that thing? If so, it stands to reason that they wouldn't stop at him. That's true. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments, for more potential hemetholi. Chemo rage. If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues, they're doomed to share the same fate. Do not lose heart yet, Enchiritos. Spheros challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of his creation was a long and taxing one. If he was the first vampire, then the rest of the warders are still likely alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into pandemonium, the way forward is sealed off. We must focus on our efforts finding a way through. Like a magical jackhammer. With the creation still having free reign of Asplodius, that won't be easy. It's true. On the contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, and thus we can wield intermittent magic within their halls at will. The creatures will pose no threat to us. Just like that, then nothing's stopping us from returning order to Asplodius. I mean, except for the stuff that's in Abyssos. Just so, I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement. However, you are Asplodius's sole remaining warder, after all. That's true. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved, of course. I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to La Habrea? No, not yet. Not yet. 'Tis too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Abyssos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. It's true. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving a single life within Pandemonium, then I'm not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos' actions in a new light. This number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Enchiritos and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe that we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asplodius. You should take this time to rest. Surely you're weary. There may be more battles ahead of us. There are guaranteed to be more battles. Themis' burden may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. All right. Still, I would help wheresoever I'm able. All we've been able to achieve so far has been thanks to you two. I mean to repay that debt that I owe. I will take a... just give me a house. Just get me a house and your debt is cleared. I'd take a house here. This place would be pretty sweet. Nonsense, you owe us nothing. Hey, speak for yourself there, buddy. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we would have likely succumbed to the hippocampus's assault. Each of us has arrived at this dire pass by separate paths, But it is only by combining our respective expertise we will reach the end of it. See Pandemonium saved. Thank you, Themis. Spheros' words seem to have affected me more than I realized. However, together, we've come this far, and together, we will reach the end. It's true. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let's allow Shogun to rest. Got it. Besides, you have someone awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they ever imagined. Oh yeah, that's true. And we're back. Guys, you will never believe what I just had to do in the past. Uh. My dude is just glitched out there for a second, probably because of so many people. All right, Quad. Welcome, Shogun. Back from the past? None the worse for wear, I see. So, what did you find? Well, this, and this. So there is evil afoot in Pandemonium. There is, indeed. An already ominous place, I must say. Mythic beasts and missing warders. Truly, we are fortunate to see you return to us in one piece. Easy. It appears the voice Shogun heard from the crystal that spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, those are yet questions to be answered. That's true. Indeed, could be someone who lived among the ancients, or be somebody trying to avert a tragedy from the future, which remains shrouded in mystery. Yet ilm by ilm, shall we unveil that mystery? With the helps of Shogun, of course. Indeed, I will be helping out. By his actions was the fabric of the past reshaped, yet he returns to the same presence that he left. That's that whole paradox thing, which can only mean one thing, that his intervention in Pandemonium's crisis is but one of the countless building blocks of history upon which our present has been built. It was meant to be. There's no telling what consequences would arise if we stopped pursuing the matter now. Whatever plot is unveiling within Pandemonium, we must not let it reach its conclusion. If one of those creatures should escape, the ripples would the ripples carry forth to the future. They might wreak havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an indelible mark upon history's pages. That despair would only feed the terrible beasts that arose during the final days. Final days already had a drastic effect on the eons that followed. If the scars it left were made even deeper, then we risk losing our presence entirely. But I'm still here. We're in this present, which means that I succeeded. Whatever the cost, our connection with the future of Elphys must be preserved. I know I have asked much of you already, but Can I count on you to continue your work in Pandemonium? Well, yeah, of course. There's loot there. I mean, you know, I gotta save the world. Sorry. Your tireless efforts are much appreciated. If there is aught we can do to ease your burden, you need only say the word. Speaking of which, might you return the crystal into our keeping? Yeah, I can do that. While we cannot accompany you to the past, we can do what we can here. Boom. Thanks, homie. Ah, shines just as splendidly the day we met. I mean, it doesn't... Those usually don't run out of batteries for a while. She began to work right away, but I cannot promise any meaningful results for some time. And, as matters in Elphas seem to be in a similar state, I must ask that you rest. But before that, allow me to make an introduction. Our research moves into its critical stage. I found it only suitable to recruit another assistant. This is Maylene. Maylene is an expert in armaments from throughout history, be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern forges. Should you find aught of interest in your travels, bring it here. She'll gladly offer you services. We know researchers in numerous fields that would love to get their hands on artifacts from bygone eras and would give you goods in return that should aid you in the trials ahead. All right, sweet. Furthermore, if you ever wish to pursue the record of events you have reported here, Nems has been faithful in taking notes. She is at your complete disposal. Fantastic. And with that, I sense that we have embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else. I have accomplished, dwarf all else that I have accomplished in my many years of research. I can think of no greater honor, no reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. If there is anything to be found that will contribute to your success, we're going to find it. We shall not rest until we have unlocked the mysteries of this crystal, and you will be the first to know when we do. Fantastic. Exciting. Stellar. Quest completed. All right. Oh, this is not for warriors. All right. Helmet time. And ring time. Awesome. Because my other helmet is what? 570? Yes, this is 580. All right, sweet. 2 pieces upgraded. Yeah, because the EX stuff is all 580, so I don't really think that... Well, I'll have to look and see if, like... I mean, this is going to be a different ring, right? I mean, this has crit, whereas this has skill speed. It's got a lot more crit, too. But this has tenacity instead of skill speed. This is unique, though, right? Yeah. So you need both of these, but I mean, I could probably see what the difference is in like the earrings and stuff. Actually, I mean, I guess I can look at it right now, can't I? It's like if we look at earring item comparison, this one has tenacity versus this one that has determination. I think determination's better than tenacity anyways, right? So I wouldn't even bother with the limbo earrings. This has skill, speed, determination versus tenacity. So I guess like if you have the stuff from the EX trial, I might get this because this has a bunch of determination and no, it has less critical hit chance though. I like critical hit. Yeah. I think their ring was good. I think the rest of the stuff I'll probably have to wait on. I'm not gonna worry too much about. What was the last thing that I got? Oh, we got the chest piece. So we'll be able to get a chest piece. We did get one unsung blade of Asplodius. Does that gives us weapons? Weapons aren't there. I guess it'll come later. Anyways, with that, I'm actually kind of tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be back when I wake up. I got some other stuff to do. Plus, we got to play more of Inscription. Yeah. Because that game was super weird. I want to finish playing that. So I'm gonna go to sleep now. That was good content. That was really fun. Those reads were sweet. But I hope you guys have a good morning, night, afternoon, wherever you're at. And I will see you guys when I start streaming again. Have a good one. Take it easy.